I'll do a quick overview of the editor, just show you a little bit of how the editor is structured and where we go from there. Obviously, when I create new, the first thing's going to happen is it's going to pop up the template. In this case, I'm not going to swap in a different data set. I'm just going to go ahead and continue so that we can work with the template as designed. On a smaller screen, you might want more room for the visualization. So, and in this case, so you can do Control minus, just like you typically can in a browser, to shrink the UI, or Control plus to make it bigger. I often work in around 80 or 90% when I'm working with Flow, but it's how it works. So you've got the timeline, and the timeline is an important piece of the puzzle. I'm going to come back to it. You have swarms, and just to show you what a swarm is a little bit more clearly. So this swarm is just the dots. How do we put dots in 3D space? And we connect those dots up with lines, which are called connections. And then we can put labels on them. And in this case, the first label says, show me the country when the value of the life expectancy is the maximum for the country. So this is showing us the highest life expectancy for that, putting the label on the highest point in the view. I've got another labels object, which is going to be the opposite. It's going to put the dots on the minimum value for each country. So each row is going to have two labels. It's going to have the minimum value and the maximum value. This is a really fabulous data set. We have had so much fun with this. This is life expectancy for about 40 countries. And there's so many stories to be told in here. And maybe we're just going to, let's go ahead and do that. Let's tell some stories with this. So we'll add a step. Duplicate's just going to go ahead and show the same group. And first step, what I'm going to do is let's add a filter onto this data set. So we can filter it down to just a certain space. So create new, let's show this view when the country contains Rwanda. There we go. So now we can take that, just that one country as a view. Let's add another step. And this time let's, instead of showing the filtering by country, let's filter by year, and let's filter just a certain time frame. So if the year is between 1913 and 1920, and because there's a checkbox here hiding the filtered groups, you can see just that set of years, or you might want to see it in context. And because it's kind of a busy spot, let's go ahead. And for this example, let's go ahead and turn off the countries. You can see that during this period from 1918, there's a huge drop in life expectancy. Maybe we'll kind of zoom in and set the camera. Let's set the camera on a couple of these steps. Maybe we'll make it obvious what's going on with Rwanda here and set the camera there. But now we've taken a single visualization, and you can see the animations. I know the animations are coming through over my screen share that well. See the animations ripple in step by step. And each step of the way, tell the story, be able to talk about the life expectancy here. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and just show you that there's more than just swarms. Of course, there's text. So this is the Spanish flu. And we can grab that and move it around a little bit. We can go here and say, let's create a different, we need to create a different text object. Oops. Change that. New object. Because on this step, we want to call out the Rwandan genocide in 1994. Okay. And just to finish out this thing, on the last step, I'm going to remove the filter so we can have the whole thing show up in full glory. Maybe we'll zoom out and look at it from a different angle. Set camera. Okay, this now is a story It goes from the first step, then it goes and you can talk about the Rwandan genocide, then we can talk about the Spanish flu, then we can go back and give the whole view. We click share flow, enable shareable link. This is now a live link on the internet. I'm pasting it into the chat window, and you can share that flow with anybody with that link. In this case, it's unlisted. It's not, you can't find it anywhere. You can publish it for discovery. Now you'll see our page. And if you're in an enterprise situation, you can share with specific individuals or even be part of your organization so that anybody in your org has permissions to see it. So we're an enterprise tool. There's a variety of ways you can share what you've built. But yeah, we just walked through creating a data story from start to finish. In this case, a life expectancy data story. The first question maybe will be, what is create story? Well, didn't I just create a story? Create story is where we give you the capability to add audio recording to each of these steps. So I'm going to tell you today about life expectancy. And now when someone comes to the flow, I'm going to tell you today about life expectancy. You can hear the audio narrating you through the flow. And I actually told that story verbally. So in an asynchronous environment, if I didn't have you in the meeting, it would be nice to have that recording. So that's what that's the main goal of the create story, is to add audio. You can either upload audio or you can go ahead and just click record. Harry Miller, questions?
Hey, this has been my my first look, so apologies for not being super interactive, but it's exciting. It's a lot to take in at once, though. Yeah, I appreciate you walking through those steps.
Agreed. Hopefully we don't do too many things and just confuse our users, but we do a lot of things. We've done it because we've built the tool because customers asked us to add this feature and add that feature, and that gives us. We're pretty excited about it. It's certainly starting to get some attention in the world, so we're happy about that.
No, it's awesome. And in terms of upload steps and templates as well, honestly, way more intuitive than I would have kind of guessed.
Thank you, sir. We'll take compliments
It's
and criticism. Very.
I look forward to digging deeper into it. Very impressive. You got yeah. You got my brain spinning. Look forward to playing with it and some more fun data sets. I'll be back.
There's tons of training videos online on our YouTube channel. There's also, when you get into the tool, the help can take you to our documentation, which is on a whole bunch of articles and videos, and opportunities to search our documentation. I'll have to admit that with the new release this week, some of the documentation will be just a little bit dated because templates kind of really change the way you get started with Flow. So it's going to take us probably more than a few days to pull the rest of the documentation up. But at any time, just click submit a request. Here in the help button, there is a get support. Just dive in and ask questions, and we can jump on a call to do support, or of course come to more training or weekly training conversations. I'll also just say, kind of wrap up, Harry and Miller, if you guys have specific use cases you're thinking about, or want to understand how bigger enterprise implementations, obviously we do have this straight subscriptions. You can sign up and try it out for free. You don't even need a credit card anymore to try it out for free. But as you start to bring it into your professional environments, get in touch and let's figure out any way we can help you be wildly successful.